Well, hello, my little Spanish galleons. Welcome to tonight's joyful homework. Subject pronouns, everyone's favorite thing to talk about. It's true. You talk about it, I talk about it, he talks about it, she talks about it, and we talk about it because those are all subject pronouns. Let me show you what I'm talking about. How about your utility words notes and copy down this chart? You should have it already from class, but in case you missed, make each row about 2 lines tall, except the bottom row, which will make 3 lines tall, and then divide it down the middle. Okay, in the upper left-hand corner, you're going to write the English first-person pronoun. That's I. And then, why don't you write down its Spanish counterpart, yo. Incidentally, yo does not always need to be capitalized like I does, only if it's at the beginning of a sentence. All right, now underneath it, you're going to write the familiar you, and then its Spanish counterpart, which is tú. All right, we're familiar with these. We've seen them around. We've been using them, but just to reinforce, this is the you that you would use with friends, family, casual peers, and people younger than you, generally speaking. All right, underneath that, you're going to write down she, and the Spanish version of she is ella. Underneath that, how about he? That's el. Don't forget the accent over the e, otherwise it means the. And, okay, this is kind of going to be a curveball, but now you're going to write you again, but the formal you we put down here. That's usted. You've seen it before. There's a reason why we've got it down here and not up with the familiar you in the middle, which I'll explain later on in the year when we start conjugating verbs. But for now, just always think of you as down here in a category with he and she, ella, él, and usted. You may have already noticed that they tend to group together when we do things like le gusta. That means either she likes, he likes, or the formal you, usted, likes. Also, como se llama could mean what do you call yourself in usted form, the formal, or it could mean what does he call himself or what does she call herself. So anyways, those are grouped. You'll notice this whole left column is all singular. These are all singular subject pronouns. I is one person, you, one person, he, she, formal you, all one person. They're all singular. In fact, you might even label this column, this left-hand one, first person. Excuse me, not first person, not singular. Singular. These are all singular. However, the first row is first person. That means we're talking about ourselves. If I'm talking about myself, I say I. Spanish yo. Let's go to the upper right-hand corner. And if you haven't deduced already, the right-hand side of this column is plural. So, upper right-hand, we've got the plural, and the first top row is first person. So if I'm talking about myself, but there's more than one of me, or us, I'd say we. Oh, okay, sorry, I forgot about the it down there. People are always like, how do you say it in Spanish? Well, you don't, because there is no it, no I. In the subject pronoun, there's no subject pronoun it in Spanish, okay? All right, so up to the upper right now. Yeah, we is plural, first person. And in Spanish, you say nosotros or nosotras. All right, skip that middle part and go to the bottom. And let's write down they. This is the plural, but third person. Notice he and she are both third person. If we make them plural, they. In Spanish, ellos if it's guys, or ellas if it's girls. You also ends up down here, but the plural form, you take usted and make it plural, ustedes. And again, there's a reason for this grouping. We would really expect you to be up on the middle column, which is second person. Boy, I'm all over the place. In the middle row. Top row is first person. Middle row is second person. Bottom row is third person. But we've got usted, and ustedes, which like snuck down and wanted to hang out in third person for some reason, which I'll explain when we talk about conjugating verbs. If you're wondering, Mr. Cox, what goes in that gap up there in the middle? Well, I had you leave it empty for a reason, and that's because we don't use it. That is the second person plural familiar form, which is only used in Spain. and it's vosotros. So I'll mention it to you, I'll show it to you, but I'm not going to have you practice it because I don't want you to use it. It sounds super weird if you say it in any American Spanish-speaking country. Any of them. The only place that's used at all is in Spain. All right, I'll leave this up. You can pause it, copy it down in your notes, and while you copy it down, I think I will play a little song for you just because that's what I do.
Well, for I say yo, you know it's true. For an informal you just say too. She is a, he is L, ain't nothing to dread. And formal you is usted. Well, now we is a mouthful. Say nosotros, for they say ellas. But if it's boys, say ellos. For the plural group, you guys. Usted is what you're saying, and vosotros only used in Spain.